highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and true and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every day.
How about it for the music team? So this is my first time up here since we've got a new spiritual leader, and she is already putting her stamp and her fingerprints on things. Look at this area up here, looks open and nice and beautiful. She's making some tweaks to the order of service, which you'll see in a minute here, and there's more to come in the next couple weeks, which I think are for the better. And we're filling this joint up. So there is something special going on around here. I don't know about you, but I can feel the buzz and the excitement. We've built a culture here that's catching on. It's a culture of inclusion. When you walk through those doors, you're family. Whether you like it or not, you're family. It's a culture of love and support, and it's a culture of abundance. As a group here, we exited COVID about a year ago. We were averaging 20 to 25 people in the room here. Over the holidays and into January, we were averaging 50 to 55 people. 3 weeks ago, we hit a high water mark of 72 people. And last week, we hit another high water mark. 84 people were here last week. So, yeah. And just now, Sharon let me know we have another milestone. We had 1,000 views on our Facebook page this week. 1,000 people looked at our Facebook page. So I can't wait to see what's happening in the next year. Can't wait to see all the good we're going to do together. I can't wait to see all the lives that we're going to impact together, the adventures we're going to go on. So what do you say? let's put the roof down, let's crank up the music, let's hit the gas, and let's see where this race car is going to take us this year. You with me? Let's do it. All right, let's all stand and sing Surely the Presence.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel God's mighty power and grace. I can feel the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
Please be seated. So one thing we're going to do going forward is we've made it a little more formal, the lighting of the Christ candle. There's some significance to that, and I think we were overlooking it and not taking full advantage of it. So I'm going to acknowledge the Christ candle and then light it. We take this moment to celebrate the Christ within each of us, knowing we are divine expressions of God. Now I'd like to invite everybody to say our mission statement together. We welcome all as we create loving community, teach universal truth, practice spiritual principles, and live life abundantly. And now I'd like to invite Sharon up for the opening prayer.
Divine Spirit within me.
Aligned with the power of God.
Aligned with the power of God.
Move me this day.
Move me this day.
Move my mind.
Move my mind,
My
my heart,
my body.
my body,
My feet.
my feet.
In the direction for the highest good of all.
In the direction for the highest good for all.
So it is.
And so it is. Amen.
And our prayer for this morning. Divine Beloved, we are grateful for the coming together of like minds. We join together in joy and praise for our connection to Source. We choose in this moment to be happy, healthy expressions of all that is. We choose love, kindness, understanding, and compassion. We affirm the world actively lives, utilizing spiritual laws. Therefore, all is well, and peace is here now. And so it is.
So it is.
Over there. Please join me in the affirmation. My soul is an external expression of the divine. And now let's all stand and sing Peace Like a River.
I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul. I got love like
today is actually two words: world peace.
World peace.
To bring about peace in the world, I begin by paying attention to my first reaction when I feel I've been treated unjustly. I do not deny my feelings, but neither do I allow anger, envy, or other negative feelings to take control of my response. I feel my feelings, but I remain committed to living the truth I know. Regardless of behavior, every person is a divine being, a living expression of God. I call upon my divine faculties of love, faith, and strength to guide my next steps. No matter how another responds, I remain centered in God. My efforts make a difference. Peace between individuals creates peace within families, in communities, and among the nations of the world. And boy, do we need it these days. And so it is. Amen. Now let's all stand and sing Raising the Veil.
This is a new one for you, but you've heard it.
I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation. No distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. I want to know you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to see you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to hear you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to feel you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to praise you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to love you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil.
Do we have any visitors here for the first time today? We've got a welcome packet. If you raise your hand, we'll get you a welcome packet. We got a few. That's great. Welcome. And now let's all prepare for meditation.
There's a light in your eyes, and it's glowing, glowing.
us breathe the knowing. Be still and know. Be still and know. There is more in this place than a breath that's flowing. Take my hand.
Take my hand.
Let's be still.
Let's be still.
Let us be the knowing.
And let us take a moment and take a deep breath in and exhaling any troubles or woes, concerns, seeing them dissipate. Let's take another deep breath in, going to soul center, tapping into the love, holding that love, and on the exhale, allowing it to expand through every cell and fiber of your being and out into the world. And let us take another deep breath in, breathing in the light, going to soul center, tapping into that light and that love. And on the release, seeing that light and that love flow through your being, moving out any irritation, knowing you are perfectly whole and healthy. And let's take one more deep breath, going to soul center and tapping into the peace, to the silence. And on the exhale, allow that to flow in a calming way through your body and out into the world. And divine beloved, I open my mind. I open my heart to be in sync with the Christ within. I allow myself to let go of the need of control, of judgments, and of strong opinions. I allow myself to be open to receive, to be that channel of love and healing. There is good in me, for I am as perfect as my Creator. I accept my divinity. I accept my goodness. I embrace myself with love, knowing that I am forever safe and a wonderful individual expression of life and all that is good. I open myself up to move and to grow into the directions that I am guided. And I am grateful for this ever ongoing eternal support. And so it is. Amen and amen.
There's a light in your eyes, and it's glowing, glowing. There is no loss. I cherish each moment and every memory I shared with you. In God, all life is transformed and renewed. In God, all life is transformed and renewed. There is no loss. There is no loss. I honor the heart and soul connection I shared with you. In God, all life is transformed and renewed. In God, all life is transformed and renewed. There is no loss. There is no loss. Death has no strength or power over us. We're all in God's hands. In God, all life is transformed and renewed. In God, all life is transformed and renewed. Transformed and renewed. Transformed and renewed.
You know, I just don't know how I can compete, you know? It's like I think I've got this great talk in my head, and I'm like, I don't know now. You know, a lot of people do go to church not to hear what the minister is saying. They go to church for the music. And it doesn't matter what the music is, as long as it's good, they're moved. And I'm glad that we have that here to draw you in and to remember there'll be more after I talk, so you want to stay. All right, so I'm not used to holding a mic, and so I will try not to whack myself in the eye or in the head, and to keep it in front of me. And I did go put the other earring on, so I didn't look like a pirate for no reason. So today's topic, and I'll say yes, I'm going there, is reincarnation. And where do we stand? And reincarnation is about our soul evolution. And so what I'm going to do for a moment is I'm going to talk about some of Charles Fillmore's thoughts on reincarnation. Now, some people will say, I've never seen anything with it, and then some of us have read a lot of stuff about it. There's a wonderful book that Charles has. It's called The Dynamics for Living. Has anybody ever read it?
I didn't even know it existed until a couple of weeks ago when I had come across it. And he talks about all kinds of things. I think it would be a really great book study. But in that, he really addresses reincarnation. Now, there's also another word that Charles liked to use was regeneration. It's all about regenerating, regeneration, and reincarnation. So one of the things that I thought was kind of funny in this is I'm a read between the lines kind of person. So I'm reading what they say, but I put it in my terms. So Charles believes that when we realize that we are indeed part of God, that we have that power, we should immediately take hold of that and start applying it in our life and discipline ourselves to acting that way and to building that connection and moving forward. And if we do that and we continue to do that, we are regenerating the Christ. We are regenerating the energy within to move forward. The fallback is if we don't get it and we're not paying attention, there's at least reincarnation as another viable option for the soul's experience. So, and what I will tell you is that reincarnation is going to be personal to you. I'm not going to tell you you have to believe in it, okay? I'm not going to tell you that. Some people have past life memories. Some people don't. Some people believe in ghosts. Some people don't. It's just one of those things. It's whatever your truth is. But I'm going to talk to you about why would that exist? Why would we have that? And so some people believe, and especially in traditional Christianity, that we had a fall from grace. That in the Garden of Eden, we made this big mistake about listening to the devil, and we were cast out of all of our all-knowingness. And the perception is that we did not have a fall from grace. But if we started everything, knowing everything, what would we have to grow towards? What new experience could we gain, could we have? And so I'm going to just kind of like use a Sharonism with this, is that, so like we start out at a certain vibrational rate, okay? And we still know everything that we know, we just don't know it. Okay, so that God is still there. But in that vibrational rate, we start to put God outside of us. Okay, so God's the guy on the throne, the Superman that makes all of these choices for us. And we are victims of whatever that might be. And so therefore, we need to behave really, really good so that we get those grace points so that we can get to where we need to go. And God, through the unity perception, through my perception, gave us this wonderful gift called free will. That's love. I meant to love us so much to watch us do and not interfere is a really good thing. But here's the thing, is it's not that God's not interfering, or the spirit, or whatever you want to call that energy, the universe. It's not that it's not. It's continually telling us, are you sure you want to do that, Sharon? Really? Is that the direction you really want to go? Where do you want to go with that? So it gives you that opportunity and that potential to listen to that voice. Then we go, oh, yeah, right, whatever. You know, it's not safe. No, well, my mama said not to listen to you. Don't listen to the voices in my head. So it's that wonderful opportunity for us to start to listen and to grow. So what happens is through lifetimes, we have them. So we start at this certain vibration where God is outside of us, right? We're worshiping the God. We're afraid of the God. It's outside of us. We're hoping to be good to get in God's grace. Am I making sense? All right, and so when you look at places like maybe the Middle East where there's always war, where there's never a rest, you could think of it as that's that lower vibration working its way through, and it's like a survival of the fittest. It's that very nature of coming forward, of trying to take care of yourself. It's all about me. It's me first. It's me first. Survival of the fittest, right? And the competition and the need to be in charge and to be in control. All right? When we get to this place where we start to know I don't know that that's right. I think I'm part of this whole. I think that I might be part of that divine connection. Okay? We start to work towards making that connection so it raises that soul vibration. So here's the thing is, how do we get there from God being outside of us to God being inside of us? Can it happen in just one lifetime? Maybe. Maybe. But maybe it's repeated lifetimes. And there's even in some of the classes that I have been in, there's even talk that Jesus was the reincarnation of Melchizedek. So is that true or not? I can't say. I'm not Jesus, and I can't answer to that, right? But there are philosophers that think that, again, there was that reincarnation process. Now, that's not something that I'm going to tell you is a truth in the Bible, all right? So I'm just going to share that thought with you. So we have these opportunities in life. So as Charles says, okay, once we know, Charles really believed that once we know, it's up to us to do our work, to be that co-creator, to take the mind and make it work with the love, to love our life, to love the divine, and to work it into our life, to move it forward. It's our responsibility, if we believe that, to make that change. And again, the fallback is if you're not getting it, you're not there yet, you got another chance, right? So there's reincarnation. Because how else do we evolve, right? Because here's the thing is on the spiritual plane, and everybody wants to go there, and it's like, sometimes it's like, have you known those people that have sat, like, and they'd tell you, I spend 20 hours a day, 20 hours a day in meditation. I'm like, yeah, right. But it's like, are you thinking, I'm going to get there? And two, if you're telling everybody that your soul vibration's gone up and you're getting ready to ascend, you don't have a clue, right? That's your ego coming in. The person who is really elevated is loving and kind, and you don't know it. And a lot of times they're behind the scenes doing good things in the world. They don't tote the flag. They don't wave it and say, look at me. And you're not, and the day that you see me saying, watch me ascend, I'm getting ready to, think about getting a new spiritual leader, okay? But it gives us this opportunity for growth because we don't have physical experiences on the other side. So we don't really grow or evolve. It's coming back into this opportunity. Now, a lot of people believe that you actually are just coming back for karma. How many people have thought that at some time or point, that you're coming back to get through some karma that you created? Well, since last week was about reawakening your light and Christ moving forward, Jesus moving forward as the man into the Christ consciousness, and today is about reincarnation. Next week we'll talk about karma because they do tie together, right? So I'm going there. But a lot of people think that it's just life is a punishment for where you've been. And then some people want to know so badly, tell me how awesome I was in a past life. I want to know that I was I a queen or a king or a ruler? I want to know all of the good. Well, here's the thing. Your greatest moment is right now, today. There's no topping that because this is what has brought you. It's those experiences that have brought you there to have these experiences. And it's very important, especially as Unity Truth students, that we involve ourselves in the act of living and participating in life and not being afraid and not living. It's very important that we live, that we take a risk when our soul is guiding us to do what we haven't done before. And growth is not easy. I mean, now 3 years later, you look back and say, wow, I've come so far. If I'd have just known it 3 years before that, I could have, we all do that, right? We'll do that second guess. But it's about living. And some people say, I don't want to come back. I don't want anything to do with it. You might feel that way. My life has sucked. I don't want to come back. It's too hard. Well, I'm going to tell you, I love adventures and I love chocolate. I'm okay to come back. I like living. And when I was a little girl, I had this dream that I died, and well, I didn't have a dream, I died. I dreamed that I went to heaven and I was talking to God. And God was this great big rainbow. It was like this moving rainbow of energy. And it wasn't a man. And I'm like, well, how do I know you're God? And God says, well, I'm telling you I'm God. And I says, but you're not in a throne. And he says, you want me in a throne? I says, well, yeah, you're in a throne. So he made a throne, and then that rainbow energy was in that throne. And I says, well, this doesn't look like heaven. Well, what do you think heaven looks like? I says, well, it's supposed to have pearly gates, and golden roads, So he gave me these kind of things. And but it was in this childlike energy. And this wonderful energy kept saying, life is to be lived. Don't be afraid of your life or where you're going. And so that was one of the things that I was given as a child, is never be afraid of where you're going, and I've always got you. I've always got you. And even if we died, God's got us. That wonderful energy has us, and it's a choice to move forward or to not move forward. Now, to change the subject a little bit, let's get into quantum physics. Anybody love quantum physics? Parallel lifetimes, whatever. So here's some other ways that other philosophers, thought thinkers, think that are possibilities of us having an experience. So not only do some believe in reincarnation, they also believe that there are other parallel universes in which we are a part of. And some will say there's six of us doing our stuff in different universes at the same time. Some will say there's 7. Some will say there's an infinite number. And then there's the theory that there's 6 or 7 of us living in the world right now in different ages doing different things, so that the soul can continue to have these experiences. So it's like this multi-dimensional aspect. So here's the things: if things aren't going right in your world and you think you've got the spiritual handle, start yelling at that other part of you that's not got their shit together. Start saying, what is this about? Get on with it. So have your higher consciousness talk to the other part of you. But the theories behind that are so that we have more ways of growing. Now, do any of us know that they exist? No, we don't, right? Until we can see it. And the thing about life, the thing about our divinity, is applying faith, right? We have to have faith that we are indeed a co-creator with God. We have to have faith that we have this choice and this free will. But we are not brought here out of karma. We can carry karma with us. But remember, karma can be as good as it can be bad. But we'll talk more about that next week, like I said. But we're not brought here for that. We're brought here because we're still growing, and we haven't gotten to that evolutionary part yet. And we don't know what's after that. And if we knew anybody that knew, it would be fun to hear about it. But we can't know what we don't know if we haven't experienced it, right? But the thing is, if we're here and we're engaging in life, so if you want to take it like there's one life, then Charles says, get with the regeneration. The regeneration, regenerate your beliefs, regenerate your thoughts, make your connection to the divine, and live from that holy perspective of knowing that God's your source, God's got everything, and everything that you're being guided to do it. If you like that idea, but you feel like you're a little late in the game, you can believe in the reincarnation aspect, right? That, again, I'm gonna get to do this again. But look forward to it. Look forward to, life is to be embraced. Life is to be experienced. We are here to take hold of our life. And in any case, if we know that there's something greater there, if we know that there's something great within us, and we're spending our time on the couch flipping the remote control, which in my previous marriage we called Excalibur because he wielded it like a weapon. Okay. He had control of it. And he'd be watching for 10 minutes and click, he'd flip, and then he'd flip. So that's what it was called in my previous life. So, but if you're just living vicariously through other people's experiences, you're not having your own. And it doesn't matter what is before you, you can move through it. It is your life. It is your opportunity to grow and to evolve and to become. Because you are this wonderful divine expression of God. And as I said last week, nobody can express God like you can. Nobody. That is like your own magnificent. You know, I'm an expression of God. Watch me. But like if I said that, I'm an expression of God. I want you guys to watch me and keep an eye on me. You're going to go, oh yeah, whatever. She's also full of herself. But here's the thing is that's what we are. That is what we are. And it doesn't mean we won't fall and we won't falter. But when we do that, the sooner we realize it, we can realign ourselves to our divinity. And I want you to say it out loud. I am a divine expression of God. And I don't think I said our affirmation today, so I forgot it like we forgot it in the past. But my soul is an eternal expression of the divine. My soul is an eternal expression of the divine. So that's our affirmation for the week. So there we went. We went into that place of reincarnation. And next week we're going to go into the karma. And so I leave you with this. Don't be afraid to live. Live life to the fullest.
Let me invite the ushers to come forward, and let's all do the offering affirmation. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
I'm grateful that we have to go through that twice because we have so many people here. I'm also grateful that we have a music director that recognizes we need a second verse here. Let's go. Good job, Joy. Good job. Woo! Can I ask the ushers to come forward? And Sharon, if you would bless the offering. So earlier I mentioned that a year ago we were averaging about 20 to 25 people. And actually what it was, we were averaging 19 to 24 of us old geezers plus Eden. That's really what it was. But before COVID, we had a nursery back there full of little kids. We were growing the next generation of leaders. And at the end, we'd have a little parade. The kids would come up here and we would bless them. So that's the next evolution, in my mind, is we need to do that. So we are going to start imagining that we've got children here. I'm going to come down. Yep, imaginary children. Come on, gather around. And let's all, the kids are going to come up here and we're going to bless them. Let's all say our children's blessing together. We love you. We bless you. We behold the Christ in you. And we love you just the way you are. Yes, God. Now get out of here, you knuckleheads. So, Sharon and Rick would be the first ones to tell you that the last year that they had in Tyler, Texas, before they came here to Dayton, was a rough one. Now, there's a movie, some of you may know of it. There's a movie called How Stella Got Her Groove Back. Oh. And let me tell you, Sharon and Rick are getting their groove back. Let me explain. Last week I walked in here and I noticed a camera over there on the wall and another camera over there on the wall, and I'm sure there's probably several other cameras. Look at Rick over here. Getting his groove on. Rick's over here getting his groove on. Now last week he was sitting in this chair with that iPad, and if you'll remember, toward the end of the service we had a little mini rock concert and we were all rocking out. I look over and Rick has his iPad and he stood up and he's filming the crowd because it was a beautiful sight, everybody just rocking out there. So hey, thank you, Rick. Thank you. An internet audience, you're welcome. Now, Sharon's also getting her group. I'm about to read the announcements and you tell me if there's a theme that's running through these announcements. You ready? Okay. Here's our announcements. Join us for a magical evening as Reverend Sharon presents Messages from the Other Side on Friday, April 28th at 7 p.m. Reverend Sharon has been a medium for over 50 years and will be sharing loving, meaningful, and humorous messages from past loved ones. The event starts promptly at 7 p.m., not 7 p.m. Unity time, 7 p.m. Sharon time. Promptly at 7. There's no arrivals because it interferes with the connection. And also, please, no children under the age of 12. The fee is $20 per person. Then, on Saturday, April 29th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., Reverend Sharon will offer a soul-trusting workshop where you will discover your inner voice and learn to listen to your higher self. This is offered on a love offering basis. Now, Wednesdays at 12:30, after both women's groups, Reverend Sharon will be offering a class on spiritual weight loss. This is a weekly class where she guides you in releasing negative beliefs, respecting your body, and setting into your true nature. These classes begin May 3rd on a love offering basis.
And that's my birthday, so you want
Aw, yay. Beginning Thursday, March 4th at 11 a.m., beginning Thursday, May the 4th, May the 4th be with us. May the 4th at 11 a.m., Reverend Sharon will be leading a weekly metaphysical Bible study where you will explore the enlightening metaphysical interpretations of Jesus' teachings. Unleash your potential and discover the extraordinary within you in Reverend Sharon's class on writing your soul bio, Saturday, May 6th. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. This too will be offered on a love offering basis. One more really fun class with Reverend Sharon will be Saturday, May 20th at 10 a.m. Experience a tea leaf reading class, reading the tea leaves, where you will explore your destiny with every sip of tea. And I know Colleen's been collecting teapots from from various places, so that should be fun. A little tea party reading the tea leaves.
This has nothing to do with unity, it's
Just
just fun.
fun. Saturday, April 22nd, is Earth Day. We will celebrate it with gentle yoga at 3 p.m. and a labyrinth walk and sacred drumming at 4 p.m. This is the perfect time to bring packets of wildflower seeds to spread around the grounds. We will hold Earth Day rain or shine, and if I was a betting man, I would bet that Reverend Sharon is going to be there for Earth Day. That's just a guess. Just a guess. And finally, today is our official welcome potluck for Reverend Sharon and her husband Rick. Please stay and party after the service. We got great cooks amongst us and great food back there waiting for us. So Sharon and Rick, welcome back and welcome home. Now let's all stand and sing, "Now There Is Peace on Earth."
Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as the power, family all are we. Now I walk with my family in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me, and this is the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me.
The light of God
surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Amen. Who's hungry? Have a great week, everybody.